Another deck profile from UK Nats 2022. Jacob, what did you play? How did you do? And why?
I played Earth Machine and got top 64 at UK Nationals. And why? I wanted to play the worst deck in the room. And it is certainly the worst deck in the room.
Nice. Okay, so what were you playing? Let's have a look.
Alright, so you start with your worst starter in the deck, Infinitrack Harvester. And your best extender in your deck, Infinitrack Brutal Dozer. I will never cut this to 1. I will never cut this to 1. Stop this.
Wrong.
And I play 1, 1, and 1 of the 500 Infinitracks. Some people play 2. I don't think you need it. Avarice is good, and Dingirsu is good. That's basically the whole reasoning.
Sound logic.
Now that we've gone through the bad cards, time to get to the good cards. Machina Gear Frame. This card is a decade old and is the single best normal summon in the deck. Unclassbar, which is the modern support, and awful. I drew this for my 6th card twice in a situation where if I hadn't, I would have won the game.
Base.
That sucks. Machina Fortress,
That card hand loops.
Citadel, and Ruin Force. Again, Fortress is a decade old and is the single greatest card in the deck. Citadel and Ruin Force are also very good, but also they brick you because they don't do anything. This card's big. It's it's 46. People pick up Ruin Force to read it, and then I'm like, yeah, it does something, and they're like, oh, it's only during the battle phase. And I'll go battle phase, and I'll be like, sure. I'll attack for 46. Oh, what? And I'll negate something.
To be fair, I did throw a game in testing against Connor because I just completely forgot that it says in the battle phase.
It says in the battle phase. It's a War Rock, but good. Next, I play 3 Regulus. I didn't play the field spell. Like you can play like 2 and 2 or 2 and 1 of the field spell. The field spell's really good for like recurring it, but I didn't want to lose to Droll or anti-spell, so I didn't.
Excellent.
Then I played 2 Derrocrane and 1 Bullet Train as my train package. You can cut Derrocrane down to 1, but like you really want to see this with a starter. It allows you to chain block. It's a level 10 train. Bullet Train isn't as good as an extender anymore because you consistently have like dark and light machines on the field.
Right.
But Derrocrane is an extender in the same way. And my last card, fuck this card.
The Garnet. We should start calling Garnets boxes.
Boxes, yeah, what's in the box?
Nothing.
Literally nothing, it is soulless. And my last monster is 3 Ash. I didn't play any other monster hand traps.
What is this?
I pulled the 1 Maximum Crisis from a winner box, and other than that, Feet Ash, you know? So you gotta rep the Feet Ash gang. Then spells, 3 Heavy Forward and 3 Redeployment are like 6 more starters. This is the single greatest card in your deck if it ever resolves. It doesn't, so
Yeah.
I think it resolved for me probably less than 5 times. This whole weekend.
I mean, in testing, it was the card I always ashed.
Literally less than 5 times. And then 3 Urgent Schedule. This is the greatest starter in your deck, going 2nd, and a dead card going 1st.
No, you sack it off of Angry Knuckle.
The amount of times I did that this weekend is like surprising.
How many die rolls
See?
did you win?
3. So like it was
That
the
card was
best.
cracked
So
out.
it was the best card in the deck. I only won 3 die rolls. So yeah, I drew every time I drew this going 2nd, I was like on top of the world.
It's mental.
And then I play 3 Chalice and 3 Droplet. I lose to Flunder.
Yeah, a lot of us did.
No, I didn't actually, because I never got Flunder. I was so lucky all weekend, I never got put against Flunder. But what these cards do is they say no to Scythe. So, like, going into board,
Good.
I just like Chalice Griffin, and then I can just play, or I'd like
Yeah,
Chalice
yeah.
A disrupt, 1 Disrupt, and usually my engine's strong enough to play through it anyway. Same with Droplet. I mean, if anybody saw the finals of UK Nationals, you'd know how good Droplet is.
Shouts to Benny.
Shout outs to Forbidden Droplet. Shout outs to Alex Robertson.
No betting.
Shout outs to Betty. There
And
we
that's
go.
just the one call by the grave. I'm gonna be like everybody else. This is the best card in the deck, bro. It should be banned. It should be banned. And then 3 Imperm. So I play 3 Chalice, 3 Droplet, 3
yeah,
Imperm.
just 9 ways to blank a card.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of the time, I didn't even use this for my opponent's turn.
Why are they gold rare?
I lost my supers. I bought 3 Cyber Strike structure decks and I lost the only card of value in there.
I don't know, bro. Fusion deployment's in there.
True, they're in my trade binder.
Tear element moment.
So,
Someone buy them from him, please.
so
Shut up.
shut up. So I played like 3 Chalice, 3 Droplet, 3 Imperm. As I said, my worst matchups are Flunder, but like most of the time, I just held this, and then on my opponent's turn, I hit
Just
this,
throw it down,
hit and
yeah.
interrupt. Most decks right now, like Punk and Dragon and stuff, they play through like 10 hand traps, but they settle like 2 monsters.
Yeah.
So just hold this, let them play, imperm them, and like it was like a fantastical weekend. And also the interaction with Griffin, where you have to imperm Griffin to like Ash branded fusion and like Adventure Brave, and then they get to keep the Griffin for a negate. It's like great. I've just gone -3 for no reason.
Yep.
So that's just the main deck, 45 cards. I wouldn't change anything in it, I don't think. I've got a few versions I want to try out, but like as far as main deck lists, that's fine.
It's pretty sound. Yeah.
Extra deck, we've got 3 Goliath. I was testing 2, but 3 is
Correct.
yeah. You can cut this for like another tech choice, like Enter Blathnir, which I'm not playing, but I like 3. 1 Ballista gets box. And the second effect on this card is broken. It triggers Ruin Force, which is crazy, and it allows you to go for OTKs as well, for free. Angenknuckle, the boss monster of the deck that 90% of the time does literally nothing. Platinum Gadget, this card resolved once for me today, and I summoned it 5 times.
Didn't this get bought out to like 20 quid?
Yeah, apparently I bought this for 2. Nightmare Phoenix, I didn't want to lose to Zombie World. I didn't summon this once all weekend. I play 1 Giga and X. She'll link between Machina and Infinitrack.
Never ash it. Just don't ash it. Just
Don't ash
from
this.
experience, don't ash it.
this. Don't ash this card. I can make 2 in a turn. 1 Riverstormer.
Don't ash that one either.
No, Ash that.
Ash this one.
Why'd you ash that one, but not this one?
Because that one searches regular.
This searches literally. This is an Overraptor. Searches every card in my deck every turn. It's crazy.
Oh, and the other one. Okay. Okay.
Dingirsu.
card.
I did not use the send effect of this card at all this weekend. I used the attach effect like 4 times. Because being able to attach like a Trencher or like Mirror Jade would banish my Angenknuckle or a Bullet Train, and I just go, okay, I'll get it back now. It was really, really good. Earth Slicer. This card is like deceptively good. It allows like I attached 4 materials to it at one point through Goliath and Heavy Forward. Popped 3 cards my opponent controls and 1 I control, like itself, so I could summon back Citadel and then wipe all their monsters. So I wiped like 7 cards.
Mental.
Then I played 1 Dora, the boss monster of the deck. People cannot out this card. 1 Gustav Max, it's for game. 1 Lieb, it's for game. And 1
Divine Space, Arsenal Space, AA Dash News, Space Dash Space, Sky Space Thunder.
Thank you, Dwyer.
Welcome.
I really hope that picked up on the audio,
I
because
hope
otherwise,
so too.
just an awkward silence for about 10 seconds.
Even though you're getting copyright hit with the music.
And now just my side deck. 3 Nib was crazy all weekend, saying in my first 4 rounds I faced 3 salad opponents. It's like I was playing Toss format. 2 Droll.
This card was so slept on.
This card was really, really good. I didn't see it often though because I played 2. But there was literally nothing in my side deck I wanted to cut. So
As they say, you saw it, but not too often.
I saw it sometimes, but definitely not all of the time. I played 3 Twister, broken. 1 Reboot, literally ban-worthy.
Yeah.
3 Anti-Spell. This lost me more games than it won me.
I said it was bad.
Live coaching.
It was no. So one thing.
Sorry,
one cool play happened this weekend. So I had 2 anti-spell set because I opened 2, and I go standby anti-spell, and my opponent goes chain set rotation, and I go chain anti-spell. So the field spells get set when
then they
an
can't
anti-spell
activate
is resolved, and it can't be activated. And so he ends up giving me Mystic Mind because he was going to set Mystic Mind and flip it on me. So he ended up giving it to me, and then lost because they had like 3 spells in hand. So I guess it's a good card.
Yeah, just
And
a bit.
the actual good card, Dim Barrier. I played against one Despia and one Sword Soul, but it was crazy against those 2 decks.
If you played against more,
Exactly.
it'd have been crazy.
And that's the whole deck.
You got any shout outs, Jacob? You got any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I've got exactly 2 shout-outs. Brad Little and Bhavin Patel.
Finally!
Frank!
Oh, and Ben Lawrence.
Hi, it's Frank!
Thank you.